Welcome back everybody, TheProSpartanGamer with Spartacus Legends, and this is episode 39, and got some really bad news to tell you. It's really has disappointed me, it's upset me, it's taken me a while to re-record this series just because of it really, and I want you to know how disappointed I am at home, because you're going to be disappointed as well. I've lost an episode here. 39 was a fantastic episode I recorded. We went into Insula with a Cockatatus. See him just coming up in the background there. With this man, a Cockatatus, and we took on Exigence, the main gladiator in Insula in the pits, the hammer man, and we beat him. We then went back to the arena where we had just defeated Sigrid the Heartless with Real Big Vic, and Calvanius had to take on another legend up there with it had to be a hammer man, and he produced the fight of his life to win. And then following that, we had Real Big Vic fight the next person in that same arena, Oscar Capua, and he defeated a Trident man. I'll just show you what all this means before I tell you what exactly happened to the files and my disappointment. Yeah, so this is now on 66%. Our next fight in this area has got to be Spear and Shield against a two-handed Trident. The only two-handed Trident we possess at the moment is Durtsucker the dog, and we are not that good in that class. So that is going to have to be coming up soon, a big test against Vitalis the Leech before we unlock a massive fight against Crixus. Insula is completed. There you see it, 100%. It's finished. Exigence is in the lineup of gladiators. We just haven't been able to afford to buy him yet because the next gladiator perk will be 111 gold for us. So we're waiting until we lose a gladiator before we bring Exigence into our Lutus, which will be a momentous occasion. And then you've got the final arena, this spectacular arena. We've only done 16%. Next fight in here is against Aremus Wolfchild, and that needs to be Spear and Shield, and he's 273 plus. It's a real tough fight, and that is going to have to be Masonus we're going to send into there. So that's what you've got coming up. You've got plenty of big fights still to come, don't you worry about that in this series. But it hasn't happened before in this series. It's happened with other series that I've done and we've lost footage. It happened in this one, and I lost episode 39. I then spent 4 whole days running different file recovery programs through my PC to try and trace the audio and the video that had been lost. Countless hours were spent trying to salvage it because I knew how important it was for you guys to see it, and I knew how disappointed I was to lose it, as it was obviously very important fights. I cannot do no more. I can't apologise any more than I am to you guys at home. I am bitterly disappointed as much as what you are, let me assure you of that. I was gutted. I was absolutely gutted to have lost it, and it's taken me a while to pick up the game again, to be honest, because of it. But we will go on regardless. This will be a different episode 39. We're going to have to try and raise the stakes of a couple of our gladiators now, because the next big fights are on their shoulders. It's not going to be Real Big Vic or Calvanius or Galnius fighting in the Primuses, or Duro of past. We're going to have to get Masonless and Durtsucker the dog. They are going to have to come up to the standard that we need to defeat these gladiators that are set in front of us. And this is going to be the toughest ask yet that this series has seen, because these are not two classes that I'm good at. If it had been dual daggers, I would have been quite happy. If it had been two-handed sword, I would have been quite happy. If it had been the two-handed hammer, I would have been quite happy. All of which I've done pretty well in this series. But this is a tough new ask. So this fight, you're going to see Masonus. In this episode, sorry, you will see Masonus and Durtsucker both fight in warm-up fights, really, for the big Primuses. And that's what will be coming up in a moment. Okay, first fight of episode 39 then. It's Durtsucker the dog going in against the mystery challenger in the Lutus district. There you see he's had 8 wins from 10 fights. He's got a rating of 150. He ought to be pretty decent, but we're just not fantastic at this class. Let's see how he fares against the mystery challenger. There you see his loins of the lion armour just poking out from his cock in the wind there. Come on, Durtsucker the dog. Big things await you if you can overcome this fight. Big Durtsucker with a big night ahead. Tough ask. Triton v Triton, never. And that's the thrust we've got to get used to using. Just as they get up, get away from him. No, he's porking me like a sausage bloody bat. That's it. Keep him at distance. That's what we've got to learn to do with the dual dagger in that big fight. Good stuff. We're learning as we're going. Durtsucker has gone down though. We're weak at this. Anybody with half a cent is going to knock us out. This is what we've got to think of. Might be that we're better against the dual daggers anyway. Let's hope that might be the case. We've won that one. It wasn't convincing. We're going to have to up it with Durtsucker to another district. Perhaps we'll go against a dual daggered man in another district and just see if he's got anything about him really. That's what we might have to do. So I think we're going to see Durtsucker again before we go into this big fight against Ramus the War Child. You'll see Durtsucker again fight dual daggers in another district. You stand proud among Titans. Market Alley, dual dagger challenger for Durtsucker the dog. Fight number 12 in his fast track to glory, hopefully. Alley then for Durtsucker the dog. Come on, House Batiatus needs you. Needs you to show that you've got some sort of fight in you. That you are a gladiator of worth. This is a tough ask.
Honored gladiators, fight!
That's the trouble, dual daggers are quick. Missed the target twice with the thrust, on again. Learning to kick him like a mule. Catches him one right in the face. Not bad from Durtsucker. It's a work in progress, that's for sure. Batiatus knows it's a work in progress. Good thrusting. Gets him a couple times with a thrust on again. And then rolls out of there. Good stuff, Durtsucker. That's not bad from Durtsucker the dog. That was more convincing than the last fight, I'm sure. I don't know what you guys at home thought, but I thought there was a chance that Durtsucker the dog looked a bit of quality then. He really did. Is he ready for the big fight? I don't think he's ready for the big fight yet. Christ, no. Shall we throw him straight in there? Live or die? I think we just ought to go for it, really. There's not a lot else you can do. Drosserus dies, he does. Do have a couple perks dropping for Drosserus the dog. Just go and have a look at it then. What we're looking at. That's what we're looking at. Old Capua Arena. In the Oshkan Capua, we are looking at a fight against Vitus the Leech. I don't know why we thought it was dual daggers, because in fact it's spear and shield. So I don't know where we got that from. It was another bit of a nightmare really to come up with that. What a massive fight for Drosserus the dog. You're going to see it now. Episode 39 and a real underdog. Drosserus the dog. Going in such a massive fight against Victorious the Leech. What a fight for Drosserus. He's only had 12 fights, 2 afterlife kills. You've got it coming up. Don't go away. I'm expecting men against boys here. I'm not expecting anything but a loss for Drosserus the dog. But who knows, on a big night. Vitus the Leech. A lot higher than Drosserus. Jupiter's cock, we need something, that's for sure. Got us with a special, we need to get out of there. So one, get out of there again, Drosserus. Get out of there again. Get out of there. Got us down. Decent showing though from Drosserus. We're not expecting anything great here, don't forget. Got us with a move, and that could be the end for Drosserus. It is. Put up a decent fight. We didn't expect him to win. We threw him in there. Bit banzai really to do it, but I felt I had to give you something after the disappointment of losing episode 39. At least we can get to see Exigence fight, because he will be the gladiator I bring in, even though I need a Drosserus the dog to defeat this man. That might be something that we've got to build on again, and we've got to get better at the Triton. And that's the end of Drosserus. He's gone to the afterlife. There will be no big ceremony for him. He was just a dog, to be fair. He put up a reasonable showing. He got him down. Did he get him down? I don't know if he even got him down, did he? Anyway, let's see if we can get Exigence. Drosserus the dog didn't die. What? Surely he killed him. He didn't die. He's still alive. What the hell? Let's have a look if his record's still intact. Honest to God, we haven't resurrected him on, I think, and he still seems to be there. Let's just see. Trip boost. Well, yeah. No. So he obviously didn't kill him, Victorious the Leech. I thought he killed him, but he didn't. So Drosserus the dog is going in for the fight again. You're going to see this twice, back to back. I really don't know what's happened. Must be some. I don't know. if it's a glitch or what, but Drosserus the dog is going to go back to back. He won't live to fight another day, surely. Surely Victorious the Leech will make sure he finishes him off this time. Drosserus has caught him a few times in his early exchanges. He's missed him there and he shouldn't have done. He's going to pay for that. Nice thrust there though from Drosserus. Get out. Get out of there. Can't afford to miss him. He's done it a few times now, that miss. And again he misses. Come here and let me have it, you leech. We're down first, but it's nip and tuck. I still think Drosserus is going to lose back to back here. We've got him down. Woo! Nip and tuck. Got him pinned there. Get out of there. Oh, that was nip and tuck. That was so close. Either hit would have won, and you lucky, lucky boy, Vitilius the Leech. Ah, you bastard. House Batiatus was up on his feet, thought Drosserus the dog had produced the performance of a lifetime. And to be fair, he had. And it was all come down to the last hit, and the second outing between these, the rematch. Victorious the Leech just grabs that leechy little run at the end when Drosserus the dog was on his knees. What has happened to Drosserus the dog then? Is he still alive, or is that the end of him? I don't know, because I'm pressing the buttons here with you guys just as this is all live. We don't know whether Drosserus the dog is still alive. We haven't been asked to resurrect him from the afterlife. So I'm assuming if he's still in our Lutus, he still hasn't been killed. He's still there. I'm not going to put you through a third fight of that. I think perhaps wait till episode 40 to see if Drosserus the dog can actually beat Vitilius the Leech in episode 40. What should we do next then? Next up, we will go to the middle one, and you are going to see whether Masoness can overcome Remus Wolfchild. This will be your last fight of episode 39. I think it's been pretty decent. We've shown you 3 decent Primus fights. Drosserus the dog has featured quite highly, yes, but this hopefully should be a good one with Masoness. Come on! Here we are then, the main arena, dual daggers. Very similar to the last fight we had with this spear, with the trident. It's going to be difficult. Remus Wolfchild, there you see. It's going to be very much a case of keeping him at a distance. Or kicking him like a dog in this instance. He's got a very good block. Got us with a pork and donut. Can't get him with a pork and donut. We thought this was going to be keeping at a distance. It's actually proved that we're more effective in close. This is nip and tuck, both with good health bars. Don't forget Masonus has got a decent health bar because he's a legend himself. This isn't going nothing like I expected it to. I really expected it to be better for us to keep it at close quarters, but his blocking is quite good. We've got him down, but Masonus is nearly out here. This guy's decent. We haven't been able to keep it at a distance or nothing here. That was what I wanted to keep it. Killed him. Masonus is gone. Defeated legend. At least we can bring Ixion into the ranks. This is going to be a tough one. That was a poor performance from Masonus. Didn't even match really. Drossarus the Dog's performance against Vitius the Leech was something to behold. You'll see that fight again in episode 40 to try and unlock a massive fight against Crixus. That's going to be a hard one. But this area all depends on beating this guy. And it's got to be done with spear and shield, which we're not amazing at, as you just saw. And that guy kept it tight and he absolutely stuffed us. The thrusting spear done jack shit. And Masonus is gone. But we will replace him with another legend in our Lutus, and you will see that happen now. It should say that he's gone. And he has. Recruit Gladiator. Hopefully Ixion is here. Just because we want to see him. To prove that we've beaten him. He's not there at the moment. He should be if we refresh this. Although there's Spear and Shield. Another good one. Two-handed Trident. But if we refresh this for 5 gold, then Ixion should be here. I don't know what's happening with that. Ixion should appear there when you refresh that line. It has done in the past. We will have to wait and see what happens now, because we've just used some gold on trying to refresh it to get Ixion there. And we wanted to finish this episode with showing Ixion beat the hell out of someone in the early thing. But next up, it will be episode 40, and you will see that hopefully we'll be able to recruit Ixion, and you will also see if Drossarus the Dog can make it 3rd time lucky against the mighty Vitius the Leech. Okay guys, I've been the Pro Spartan Gamer, and that was episode 39, and I'm out guys. See you next time.